What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a few more patch notes for you. We are now up to patch 2.1.2, but the good news is this should not take an hour like the last two videos. Man, those last two patch notes videos were effing insane. Hopefully this time we can get through it in about 15-20 minutes. Let's see if we can actually stick to that. Hope everybody is having a good weekend. Go ahead and download this now if you did not realize that there was a new patch, so you can go ahead and jump in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend with the new patch. So let's go ahead and see what Deligus has for us today. First up, we have some skill changes. Frozen Orb Synergy has been reduced to 3%, and that is down from 4%. Blade Fury Ricochet is now at 1, and that is down from 2. Carnage Missiles reduced to 50% weapon damage. Inferno mana cost per second is reduced. Update Poison Volley sound. I never had an issue with that sound. Not really sure. Maybe there was people bitching about it. Remove Raven swooshy sound. I kind of liked that one too, but again, there was probably just people bitching about it. That's all you need to know for skill changes. We're going to go and talk about recipes. This will be real quick. So update Borilzar's Mazed Band to also require a rare jewel. Now making it to make a rare jewel isn't advised. So just everyone be aware of that. Items. So we have the Barb skill tab on items. Change from combat to mastery and throwing Fallen Glory, which will now be under mastery and throwing. And now we have the reverse of this, which is these are things that are changed from mastery and throwing to combat. And that's going to be Gore Flood, Cold Dark, Skein of Pain, the Meat Scraper, and then also Blood Tree Stump. So now just be aware of where those are. If you're playing as a barbarian, I am usually not playing as a barbarian, so I don't even know what the hell a Gore Flood is. Bug fixes and translations. Fixed firewall miscasts in small areas. The stairs in Arcane and a few really narrow spots may cause a miscast here or there, but it is much, much less to likely happen. I read it like that because in my mind, when Deligus was like typing it out, it sounded something like that. So I'm just kind of playing that character, I guess. Now, I don't blame them for this though, because especially in the Arcane Sanctuary, things have always been weird on those stairs, right, guys? I think any of us can agree that it's always been weird when you're casting things on the stairs like that. There's been many times I've tried to cast something and it just didn't work because I was on the little stairs, or I just couldn't move because there was too many things, like too many enemies on the screen coming at me. You know, like some are above me, some are below me. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're watching a patch notes video for a mod for a 20-year-old game, I'm pretty damn sure you know what I'm talking about. Up next, we have Fix Chasm Break Tooltip to show scaling damage bonus. We also have Fixed Annoying Splash Sound. I was never annoyed with the splash sound, but again, there was just probably people bitching about it, is what I'm going to have to assume here. Fix the missing string on Mail of Ascari runeword. Fixed Akarat's Devotion runeword, missing string. So usually when that happens, I know I've explained this before, and I'm probably just talking about nothing you guys really care about, but sometimes, you know, in the code, when they're doing the modding and stuff, and they're doing these rune words, some things will come out saying weird crap. Like, for example, sometimes you'll get something on a rune word, or even a unique from time to time, where it'll say something like +1 to a dark force or something like that. That's either a missing string or it's just something that's screwed up there, but it's fixed. Fixed Francisca and Battle Dart missing X. Fixed missing string in Lilith's Crest. Fixed Hero Welcome missing string. Fixed Splash Charm not always dropping like it should. Oh, really? That was a thing? I didn't know that one. That Splash Charm for melee characters is very important. So if that happened to me, I probably would have been pretty mad. So I'm happy I'm not one of the people who that happened to. If you are, let me know. I'm curious. Does that happen a lot? Was it happening a lot? Now, this one I'm really happy about because previously I did a video on the rune word Rain Reimagined, which in my opinion is actually one of the best rune words in the game. Now, I had a comment on that video asking me if it was obsolete. I think the guy probably lost his Rain Reimagined, or maybe he tried to make it and then he left and he came back, you know, in a game and it was gone or something. But apparently Rain Reimagined was disappearing from people's inventories. I don't know why. I don't have the technical know-how to be able to give you guys a full dissertation on, exactly what's going on with that, but it's fixed, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And I am sure that guy is going to be extremely happy. Also, fixed multiple rune translations for rune stacks that were generating incorrectly, and fixed many Korean localization issues with translations provided by I'm not going to read out those names, but if you really want to know who they are, it's right here on the screen. Let's go ahead and do some of that reading stuff that my girl absolutely hates doing. Now, that's one thing I am actually extremely happy about. Every time I'm playing Diablo, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, man, I really wish there was more Korean translations, because I'd much rather play this game in Korean. Wouldn't anybody else want to play this game in Korean too? It's boring playing in English all the time, right? Anyways, guess what, guys? That's it. We're done. We are done. You can get out of here. Again, hope you're having a great weekend or a great day, whatever day it is that you happen to be watching this. Thank anybody who is a returning viewer, because you guys have been showing me the most support I have ever seen, and I very much appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, it looks like this might actually just be a quick little 5-minute video or something. So take it easy, guys. And fix the missing string on the mail of what is that? Ascari? Is that how I say that? Man, I hope I got that right. Mail of Ascari rune word, missing string. So let's go ahead and see what Deligus has. So let's go ahead and see what Deligus has for us today. Blade Blade Fury Ricochet down to Ricochet.